Buster matchup. Kip Kissinger, Bert Smith, Michael Greenstein are the officials. And we're underway in Vegas. Let's take a look at tonight's Dove Men Plus Care starting lineups. Wendell Moore Jr. off to a sensational start for the Blue Devils. Scoring, rebounding, assist, efficiency, you name it.
Chet Holmgren starting off on Paolo Banchero and goes right at him, but couldn't really get into his body. And Holmgren's done a great job of that, of keeping shooters away from his body so he can block a shot.
So Holmgren and Banchero do start on one another. Drew Timme and Mark Williams, the other two big guys, starting on one another, as Andrew Nembhard, the senior point guard for the Zags, misses the first jumper. Jeremy Roach stops on a dime, and his shot is a little too strong as well.
Julian Strawther with the rebounder, and he is an excellent guard rebounder. 9 rebounds against UCLA.
And he's also a Vegas native, played at Liberty High right here in Vegas, and he's got all kinds of people in the stands. What can you say about the job that Mark Few has done as the head coach up in Spokane? 6 straight Sweet 16s and 2 national championship game appearances since 2017. And of course, Mike Krzyzewski, 1,176 wins, 5 national championships, 12 Final Fours.
Duke is going to have to negotiate a ton of ball screen action and a ton of cuts. This is the best cutting team in America. It was last year. It is again this year.
And Nembhard, the senior from Aurora, Ontario, coming off a great game against UCLA Tuesday. What a week it's been for the Zags. They beat the Bruins by 20 in this building on Tuesday, dominated from start to finish. Moore the drive. Timme steps in, and he's called for the block.
Wendell Moore is having a spectacular season. Had a triple-double against Army with 19 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Just got past Strawther, and Drew Timme really late getting over there. He's still in the restricted arc, but didn't have the angle to be able to take that charge. But Wendell Moore Jr., Dan, is the only player in America averaging over 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting over 50% from the field.
And you look at the perimeter for Duke with Moore and Roach and Keels, and Mike Krzyzewski says any one of the 3 of them could be the primary ball handler. It's kind of a positionless mentality, as Moore, who came into the game shooting 73% from the line, misses them both.
Wendell Moore guarding Andrew Nembhard just switched off. Good pass.
Timme gets free and reverses it in. 4-0 Zags.
Best footwork of any big guy in the country.
Preseason AP All-American Drew Timme, coming off a sensational year as a sophomore a year ago, even better this year. Banchero with the jumper, and the Blue Devils are on the board.
Banchero got a switch. Timme on him, and Timme was giving him some space to take away the drive.
Holmgren with a drive, and Williams got all of that. We have 2 outstanding shot blockers in this game, and how about Williams running the floor?
Mark Williams has blocked 12 shots in his last 3 games. That was a great sequence of blocking the shot, running the court, and getting the easy layup. Great cut.
Holmgren underneath and up and in to give the Zags the lead.
Not enough to just stop a drive. When there is a drive, there are all kind of cuts. Baseline cuts, vertical cuts, zoom cuts. They do it all.
Moore initiating the offense again for Duke. They'll lay off Williams. He won't take the outside shot. That is off a leg, and it'll belong to Duke with 20 on the shot clock.
Well, Gonzaga wants to stay in gaps to try to stop penetration, and they'll recover late to Duke's big guys. They're not worried about Mark Williams making a jump shot. They want to keep Duke out of the lane off the dribble. Tough to make a pass with 7-4 on you.
Keels for 3. The freshman from Clinton, Maryland, who burst onto the scene with a 25-point performance in Duke's season opening win over Kentucky.
Powerful guard that can really shoot.
Drew Timme spent a lot of the summer working on that 3-pointer, misses that attempt. And Keels thinking about another one. Up top to Williams. Boy, you talk about a big guy running the floor and getting rewarded for it as Nembhard turns it over for the Zags.
One of the few times you'll see Andrew Nembhard sped up Usually he's completely under control, but that's part of Duke's game plan, is they want to try to put pressure on Gonzaga, get out in passing lanes, see if they can extend catches and speed the Zags up, especially Nembhard.
A travel is called to turn it back over to Gonzaga. The Zags had a 4-0 lead. It is a 9-2 run for Duke since, and a lot of it has to do with Mark Williams.
Well, a great job by Keels of giving a little shot fake to Chet Holmgren, who bid on it. And then he was able to drive in, and if you do not protect the rim, if you help up in any way, they're going to lob it up to Williams.
Rasir Bolton, a transfer from Iowa State, around and out on the three. Banchero with a full head of steam. Whoa! Wave off the basket as Holmgren got caught way up in the air, and he gets called for the foul.
That's one of the areas where Duke can really be dangerous. There are 4 different players that can grab a defensive rebound and start the break without having to outlet it. Good shot fake by Mark Williams to pick up that foul on Chet Holmgren, and a nice pass by Banchero, but Duke could get it down the floor quickly because Banchero can handle like a guard.
So keep an eye on this. Both Timmy and Holmgren have picked up an early foul for the Zags. Williams is going to put up the three, and Gonzaga will give him that. Nembhard, what a pass to Bolton.
That was all set up by what I thought was a bad shot by Mark Williams. Bad shot is the first pass in your opponent's fast break, and what a break by Gonzaga. That was a spectacular pass. Great cut.
Bolton almost traveled with it. Good luck hearing a whistle in this joint tonight. Nembhard looking for Timmy down on the block. He's got a mismatch. Got more on him. Extra pass. And the three is short for Julian Strawther. And then he commits a foul. Strong personal relationship, great respect for one another, and they bring 2 of the best teams in the nation into this one tonight. Duke by 1 early.
Anton Watson guarding Banchero, that little elbow action that they try to isolate Banchero on the elbow.
Theo John, the transfer from Marquette, into the game off the bench for Mark Williams for Duke. Jeremy Roach somehow up and in.
Really kept his dribble well. He had a high turnover rate last year, but now a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio this year. Good fake.
And Holmgren gets the shot off, misses the three. And again, he can handle, he can shoot, he can do a ton of different things. Wendell Moore Jr. doing a ton of different things this year for the Blue Devils.
Gonzaga having a tough time stopping the ball in transition.
Bolton around Keels inside, and the lay-in for Strawther.
This is such a good passing team, Dan. When they get past somebody, they pass, make the next pass, and their cutting is off the charts good.
They are shooting as a team 67% on twos this year. I know twos are kind of out of favor analytically compared to threes. Look at the hustle by Bolton. But maybe it's how good a passing team they are that gets them that gaudy percentage on 2-point field goals.
That's exactly what it is. And last year, nobody got more layups than Gonzaga. And it wasn't like they were all transition layups. They get layups in the half court. And they do it again this year.
A 3-point lead for Duke as Keels brings it up the court.
Theo John setting the screen just to get Chet Holmgren away from the basket.
Shot clock at 2. Roach. And somehow John comes up with the rebound. He was surrounded by 4 Zags, and somehow Theo John got the ball.
Theo John transferred in from Marquette. He is 6'9", an excellent offensive rebounder, and he just wedged himself in there and didn't give up on the play. And it was Andrew Nembhard he was going up against after he got past Julian Strawther on the baseline. He led the Big East in blocked shots last year, but wasn't able to practice every day because of tendonitis in his knees. But he's really feeling much better this year.
Here comes Joey Baker now for Duke as Keels takes a seat. They look to Baker to make 3-pointers. Duke, meanwhile, is 0 for 3 from the line in the early going tonight.
Trevor Keels, that just went out. I mean, he's going to play in the NBA. but he looks like he should play in the NFL.
Yeah.
That is one powerfully built guard.
1 of 2 in a 4-point game. Yeah, there are freshmen on both sides beyond Holmgren and Banchero, who are a big part of their respective teams.
Look where Gonzaga is making their catches. I mean, Wendell Moore really made it hard for Andrew Nembhard just to get the ball. The catch was so far out. Great pass.
And Holmgren is tripped up. Banchero, I believe.
Not many 7-2 guys are going to be catching, stretching the floor in the corner.
Yeah. It's one
and
thing
then
to
crossing over a great athlete.
Yeah. And it's one thing to see him on TV. It's another thing to see him in person. As we did at practice yesterday and today, just to see how incredibly tall and long he is, and then the skill set that he still has. It's amazing. Foul on Theo John.
Well, Holmgren is only going to get better. Heck, his first game he had 13 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 blocks. Ridiculous.
Bolton off to Nembhard. Ball screen Holmgren.
He's got Roach on him.
Bolton misses the 3. Tipped back out. And another opportunity for the Zags. Strother misses a good look from the corner.
Shots seem to be rushed right now, but Anton Watson did a great job of tapping that out.
And the lead grows for Duke. Up to 7. The Zags, meanwhile, are 0 for 6 from 3-point range. Tipped away by Moore. And he missed the dunk.
There was some contact there, but not enough for a foul, apparently.
Bolton. And the first 3 of the night for the Zags stems the tide, at least for now. The lead is 4 for the Blue Devils.
In transition, Duke's pressure in the half court has been bothersome to Gonzaga, so they need to get out in transition, get something early.
Banchero with Watson on him with the elbow. Banchero loves to operate from that left elbow, but he left this one short.
Really good job by Anton Watson, staying on his right hand and forcing a really tough 2. Anton Watson is probably Gonzaga's best interior defender, and he did an excellent job on Paolo Banchero, who is what a spectacular player Banchero is.
Banchero now covering Watson. Holmgren goes to the bench, but Drew Timme has come back in for Gonzaga. And our first look tonight at A.J. Griffin, another member of the freshman class for Duke, as now Banchero sits down.
Theo John guarding Drew Timme.
Great pressure on Nembhard, and they take it away. Keels gets it back, has a good look. Griffin battling on the offensive glass, but it comes down to Bolton and the Zags. And look at him going coast to coast. And a held ball is the call, with the possession arrow giving it to Gonzaga.
A great play.
Now, consensus 1 and 2 picks in the upcoming NBA draft, so it is no surprise to see our NBA draft expert Mike Schmitz here in the arena tonight. A little schmooze with Schmitz here to talk about these two guys. As far as you feel, Mike, is one guy significantly ahead of the other? Is it a toss-up? How are these two guys viewed right now?
I think it's a toss-up, and if you ask NBA scouts, executives, they seem really split, and it really comes down to the fact that these are two incredibly different prospects. With Banchero, you have a guy who can really score the ball. He's physical, he's polished, he's NBA ready. And then Chet Holmgren, a guy who needs to fill out his frame, but brings pretty much everything to the table on both ends of the floor with his shot blocking, his skill level. So both high-level prospects, and both in the mix for the #1 pick.
Which of these guys blew you away more the first time you saw him?
Chet Holmgren. I mean, I travel the world looking for NBA prospects, and I'll tell you, I have not seen many Chet Holmgrens. And it's kind of like if you were building a player in NBA 2K or whatever video game you want to say, like you want to make his shot blocking 100, his three-point shooting 100, his ball handling and passing 100, his length 100. Like, Chet has almost everything that you want on both ends of the floor, and I think people want to nitpick the body, sure, the physicality. We've seen some of that tonight. He's gotten boxed out of plays, and Wendell Moore finished one through his body, but the NBA is about length and skill, and I think some teams made the mistake of looking at a guy like Evan Mobley and saying maybe he's not going to be impactful right away, and I think Chet is actually a little bit ahead of Mobley at the same stage.
And there's a rejection, but Duke gets it back. Banchero for three. And down with an impressive rebound, the freshman Hunter Salas. Mike, thank you very much. We appreciate your thoughts, and I know you're enjoying this as much as we are. Mike Schmitz, our NBA draft expert. Duke 17, Gonzaga 16. 9 minutes and change in. Nembhard misses the three. Here comes Keels. Numbers for Duke, but Roach is going to wait for his teammates.
Nice job by Nolan Hickman to stop the ball. Here's the power of Keels down low, going up against Hunter Salas, the freshman. Wendell Moore has done a spectacular job in this game defensively. Gonzaga is not getting easy catches. Everything in the half court has been pushed out a little bit further on the floor. Good cut.
Well, teams work on their inbounds play during game day shoot-around, and they also work on guarding the other team's inbounds plays during shoot-around, but that was way too easy from Mark Few's perspective.
Just got a foul on Mark Williams in the post. Just a simple screen and slip to the basket. And Holmgren was high up. And the first thing you have to do is take away under the basket, make everything go to the short side of the floor.
3-point lead for Duke, and an easy one for the Zags off the inbounds. Holmgren with a finish.
Both these teams execute so well.
And Banchero right into the chest of Chet Holmgren for a bucket and Holmgren's second foul.
He's able to go into his chest. I think what got the foul was the reach of the right arm around the body of Banchero, and that's something that Holmgren has got to stop doing. He does this in a lot of games. Watch his right arm. Goes right behind him. That's what got the foul. The other stuff didn't. That was offense-initiated contact, but because his arm was wrapped around him, he got the foul.
Well, you could see what Banchero wanted to do. He wanted to use that strength advantage, so Holmgren has to sit down. 10:23 to go. Is he done for the half after that second foul, or will he come back in? Anton Watson-Jay also has 2 fouls for the Zags, so they're being tested in the front court right now.
And right now, because of the pressure, it has been difficult for Gonzaga to find Drew Timme.
Caden Perry, a freshman from Battleground, Washington, number 20 for Gonzaga, is into the game because of the foul situation for Holmgren and Watson.
Got a switch.
Follow won't go, and here come the Blue Devils again. Banchero, Williams!
And that's the value of having a versatile player when he grabs a defensive rebound, can start the break by himself. Paolo Banchero, that's big time.
Then the Zags get Timme going. He'll find Nembhard. The three not there, and the Zags now 2 for 10 from three-point range.
Can't ask for a better shot. Great pass by Timme.
Oh boy, Paolo Banchero is taken over. Pacific on ABC and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Who can provide a spark for Gonzaga? Strother will get credit for the basket. That's a goaltending call on Williams.
It looked like Williams got it before it hit the backboard. I thought the block put it in the backboard. If it hits the backboard first, it's goaltending. He got it first. That's a missed call.
And a badly needed bucket for Gonzaga.
Nice throwback.
Banchero to Williams, guarded by Timme.
Good pass.
Banchero short on the 3. Rebound Nembhard. Banchero with a high score in the game with 13 right now. Timmy down the lane, and how about that defense by Mark Williams?
Yeah, we talk about Holmgren and his length, but Mark Williams has great length and is a big-time shot blocker as well, but he's also an excellent athlete that can really run the floor.
Foul on Nembhard. Mark Williams having a good night at both ends of the floor, and well, he is a terrific defender.
He caught that ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big-time play.
Jeremy Roach is at the line. Rasir Bolton coming back in for Gonzaga to take the place of Nembhard. Duke beat Kentucky in its season opener, then won 5 in a row at home over Army, Campbell, Gardner-Webb, Lafayette, and the Citadel. Gonzaga is also 6-0 with their most notable wins coming over Texas and then again Tuesday night right here in this building over UCLA.
Jeremy Roach has really improved as a player from last year to this year. His footwork more precise. He's become a better shooter.
So right now with the Nembhard on the bench, the freshman Nolan Hickman from Seattle will get a lot of ball handling responsibilities. Rasir Bolton as well. Bolton wide open on the wing, and he buries a 3.
He is so quick and fast. I mean, Wendell Moore blew up that dribble handoff action, and he just cut back to an open area, set his feet, and got a shot.
Better than 15 a game last year for the Cyclones. And speaking of 15, that's what Banchero's got right now.
That's like Grant Hill stuff right there, except at 250.
Timmy, and they're going to need a lot of offense from Drew Timmy. That is his second field goal. He's got 4, comes in averaging almost 19.
He needs to get all his stuff off the move in this game.
Up and down they go here in Las Vegas. What a pass, and a challenge there by Caden Perry, and back come the Zags. Timmy fortunate he didn't turn it over. Strother drops it in with a very soft touch. Gonzaga back within 4.
How much better is Julian Strother from last year to this?
Yep. Spent a lot of time backing up Corey Kispert. It's his time now. And now it's the Zags fans who are on their feet here in Las Vegas. Banchero. Oh, and look at Banchero get back and steal the pass.
It's not a good decision by Rasir Bolton. He should have just run it up the court himself. He had an advantage, and he's so quick with the ball.
Nembhard and Watson are waiting to check in for the Zags.
Good pass.
Banchero again.
Duke is getting into the lane, attacking the elbows, attacking the paint. And that is collapsing the Gonzaga defense. You've got to recover out the shooters.
He's got 18 of their 30. And they are enjoying this as much as anybody. Gonzaga has been dealing with some foul trouble in the front court. Chet Holmgren's been on the bench for a few minutes after picking up his second. Mark Few just put Anton Watson back into the game. He's got 2 fouls. 1 of 2 for Timmy. Just the 5th all-time meeting between these two programs. Duke leads 3-1. We showed you highlights of the Gonzaga win. That was at Maui 3 years ago. Banchero, if you're just joining us, he has been the story. He's got 18 points. Bolton coming over to help. Still Duke ball.
That's their green coverage where they'll double the post with a guard. They can double post to post, but that was a double with a guard coming over to knock the ball away. And Gonzaga needs to do a little bit better job in their gap presence and gap coverage so that they can limit Duke's drives into the lane to break down their defense.
Banchero to Keels with 10 on the shot clock. Into Williams, and the finish.
That is a great pass.
Jay, that is the 5th assist of the night already for Trevor Keels. Timmy spinning. Left it under the rim. Duke in transition. Baker for 3. Kept alive by Williams, but it belongs to the Zags. And Baker just running right into Timmy, and he gets called for the foul.
Trevor Keels on this little screen roll, just almost a slip to the basket, and that is a beautiful feed. Gonzaga just late getting over from the weak side. They weren't on the midline right away and too late to recover, but that's a spectacular one-handed pass by Trevor Keels.
Remember, Mark Williams had kind of a quiet first half of the season last year as a freshman. It really came on in the second half, and he's picking up where he left off this year. Timmy over him, off the glass, and good. A great finish there by Drew Timmy.
Drew Timmy is so good. He doesn't go too fast, gets the angle he wants, got a little body contact, and just lofted that shot over the top of Williams.
Roach short on the three, rebound Bolton. Now look at Bolton go. And that's going to be a clean block for Williams, but it's back out to Gonzaga.
Terrific rebound by Anton Watson. What a pass.
Wow.
That's the vertical cut, little backdoor cut from the top. And Timmy, he passes equally as well as Domantas Sabonis did for Gonzaga back in the day.
That's his third assist of the night. Little spurt here for the Zags, back within 4. And it's a turnover. Timmy.
What a pass.
Nembhard to Strother. Well, that might have torn the roof off this place from a Gonzaga perspective. Again, about a 50-50 split in the fan bases here in Las Vegas.
Duke going to go to a little 1-4 set with it.
Roach over Timmy. And it'll stay with Duke.
Boy, Gonzaga does not hesitate in transition. Just a great cut by Andrew Nembhard. How many big guys can thread a needle like that? Got to have a little more pressure on him to take away vision.
Holmgren continues to stay on the bench for Gonzaga with 2 fouls. Just over 4 minutes to go first half. Wendell Moore Jr. right into the body of Timmy, and it goes. No look from Nembhard to Strother, and Williams with another block.
Went straight up, and he's got a 7'3" wingspan himself.
Banchero between the legs, behind the back, and knocks down the long jumper. Holy cow.
He's not only really good, he's feeling it too.
And he's got half of Duke's 40. Strother. Beautiful passing by the Zags, and the bucket for Bolton.
When most teams get the ball in the post on the block, the play stops. With Gonzaga, they are always
one team at 48%, a combined 19 assists, Jay, and only 7 turnovers between these two teams.
Well, just what we expected. And Mark Williams for Duke has been spectacular. He's got 8 points, 3 rebounds. He's blocked 4 shots and changed several others.
We're trying to back down to Bolton. Now the kick to Roach. Williams over Timmy, and he's into double figures.
That's a move he would not have made last year. Going to that left-hand jump hook along the baseline side, getting 1-on-1 coverage in the post.
Watson got a switch, has Williams on him, trying to drive him. And again the cut, and again a nice pass, and again Williams is equal to the challenge, but now we've got a foul on Banchero.
Caught him on the head, says Kip Kissinger. But the 5th block going up against Julian Strother. And Mark Williams going 1-on-1 in the post, just turns to the baseline side. That's a pretty jump hook with the left hand. He's a right-handed player.
So at the line, Strother, the local kid, the all-time leading scorer at Liberty High here in Las Vegas, 3-time All-State, and a lot of friends and family in the arena. Griffin back in for Banchero, so the second on to Banchero. He goes out, and that may be the last we see of him here in the first half.
Well, you mentioned it a little bit earlier with Julian Strother. He spent all of last year, I mean, he played, but he spent all of last year every day in practice against Corey Kispert, now in the NBA with the Washington Wizards. And he processed that very well. And he's come back a much better player this year.
Yeah. I think they called the foul on Banchero. I'm sure I saw.
They did call him Banchero.
Yeah, but all right, on our stats monitor, they've given it to Williams, but Banchero went out. I think it's number 2 on Banchero, and Williams still has just the 1, and Williams is still on the court. So that's the way that we're going to think it has gone.
One thing you can't do against Duke is hug up against your man too much. You've got to stay in gaps.
Heels in a lot of traffic, gets out of trouble, finds Roach. Roach finds Williams, and Williams is fouled by Nembhard, and for Andrew Nembhard, that'll be number 2 on him.
Off this secondary action, Roach did a really nice job of getting into the paint. 2-footed jump stop. Timmy helps up. That means Nembhard has to come down. You cannot help up. I mean, it's your instinct to do that, but you cannot help up against Mark Williams because they're just going to lob it right up to the bucket to him.
Number 2 on Nembhard. He stays in the game. Again, Chet Holmgren's been out a long time after he picked up his second. And 1 of 2 for Williams.
What a presence Mark Williams has been in this game. Good pass.
That's Gonzaga right there, isn't it?
Yeah, just a screen roll and then a lift on the backside. And it's hard to tag the roller and then be there for that shake action on the back end.
2 incredibly unselfish teams. Ball screen Williams. Roach into the paint. Does not get the roll.
2 really good blockouts.
Timmy going right at Williams, and that is an offensive foul. Number 2 on Drew Timme.
Well, Timmy's usually much smarter than that. That was an obvious call because he dropped that shoulder, used that left arm to throw Williams back. He's usually a little more subtle with his movements.
So number 2 on Timme, and Mark Few's got to make a choice, and he's going to take Timme out and to bring Holmgren, who's got 2, back into the game.
I'd put Holmgren in ball screen action right now. See if you can get a sway. Here they go.
He was on the bench almost 9 minutes. Heels. Nice shot.
Yeah, that's going to be a consistent thing down the stretch here. You're going to see Duke put Holmgren as many ball screens as they can.
Holmgren fading away over Williams, and that will go. 6 now for Holmgren. Final minute of a very entertaining first half here in Las Vegas. Heels again with a tough step back 2, not this time. Strother kicks it out. Strother for 3. Got it!
Strother did a really nice job of coming up a little bit higher. That made him more difficult to guard and to find.
If the Zags get a stop here with the foul trouble they've had, I think Mark Few's got to be thrilled if he can go in down only 3.
Both these teams have been tough as nails in this first half. Here comes the high ball screen to see if they can get a switch.
5 seconds. Roach for 3. Watson the rebound. And that will bring the first half to a close. Exactly like we all thought it would be and hoped it would be between these 2 great teams. Duke puts 45 up on the Zags in the first half, and they've got a